Music is your own experience, your own thoughts, your wisdom. If you don't live it, it won't come out of your horn. They teach you there's a boundary line to music, but man, there's no boundary line to art. Cowboy Bebop. It's something special, something unique, something original. It's one of the rare wholly original anime series, and one considered by many to be a true classic. It's now June 2017, 19 years after Cowboy Bebop first aired. And there's a live-action TV series in development. This both excites me and terrifies me. But at least, whether it's good, or it's bad, or it's just mediocre, we will always have this classic. I am the Revenite, and this is my review. 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Cowboy Bebop is a 26-episode series from director Watanabe Shinichiro, also of later Samurai Champloo and Space Dandy fame, that follows the adventures and struggles of our motley crew of bounty hunters aboard the spaceship Bebop. We start off with an introduction to Spike Spiegel, a bounty hunter and martial artist, often depicted with a cavalier attitude, who occasionally shows signs of compassion to strangers. His martial arts are greatly inspired by the one, the only, the legend, Bruce Lee. Spike has a past that he seems to be avoiding. You'll need to watch to learn more. We're also introduced to Jet Black, a 36-year-old former cop from Ganymede, who is also a bounty hunter, and the owner of the Bebop. Jet considers himself to be a Renaissance man, cultivating bonsai trees, cooking, and enjoying jazz and blues. We are then introduced to Ein, an extraordinarily intelligent Pembroke Welsh corgi. Yes, you heard that right. A corgi. Up next, we have the lovely Faye Valentine. She's a woman with absolutely massive debt and no memory of her past. She claims to be a descendant of the Romani people, but that's probably a lie. And then we have the one, the only, Radical Edward, a very strange, somewhat androgynous teenage girl claiming to be roughly 13 years old. Ed is quite the hacker when behind a keyboard. Cowboy Bebop is set in a not-so-distant future, in a solar system, haha. This solar system right here, in the year 2071. Humanity is spread across the solar system. One can't truly talk about Cowboy Bebop without talking about the soundtrack. The soundtrack of Cowboy Bebop was composed by the talented Yoko Kanno, also famous for the soundtracks of series such as Macross Plus, Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, and of course, Cowboy Bebop. Bebop's soundtrack is like its story and structure. Its 26 episodes are labeled as sessions, and each is musically themed and often with a type of jazz. A few sample names for some sessions are as follows: Asteroid Blues, Honky Tonk Woman, Heavy Metal Queen, and Waltz for Venus. Cowboy Bebop can be seen as a celebration of jazz, reflected in the form of animation. Its mood and feel able to shift seamlessly between sessions. At times it's an action show, and then it's a comedy, or a thriller, or a film noir. It pays homage to many films, including the works of John Woo and Bruce Lee. There's even an episode that pays homage to Alien. Bringing it back around to the soundtrack, Cowboy Bebop is very careful with its uses of music, often saving it for those critical moments, and often having segments that are completely devoid of background music. Looking back at Cowboy Bebop, it's not without a few flaws. While the character animation and spaceship action are great, a few things haven't aged as well, especially when viewed in HD. The CG effects used in the show appear particularly rough at times, and can detract from the overall experience. But if you're able to overcome these minor issues, Cowboy Bebop is still a unique and special anime series, of the kind that only comes around once in a while. See you, Space Cowboy. Oh, you're still here. If you liked what you saw, why not consider sharing, dropping a like, or maybe a subscription if you'd like to know when I drop more anime reviews in the future.